Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for stopping by for today's video. I don't have a project to share, but I do have some of the items that I have pre-ordered for our release of the July online exclusives. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. The July release has a lot of phenomenal products in there. Unfortunately, you know, you gotta keep that wish list under control. But what I am going to start with is I think the embossing folders I ordered. And I was gonna run these through with a piece of paper, and then I completely forgot. This is a 3-pack of embossing folders, and it's the seasonal cheer. These are not 3D, so they're not the thicker ones, but we've got some candy canes. This is bats. This has got little bats on it, and this is leaves. So we have those, and then I have the textured tree ring, which is supposed to give you like a slice of a tree. And then this is Swirls of Magic, and this is swirls with, you know, stars and accents in there. And this one is not a 3D embossing folder either. And yes, they're very large. You can still use them for cards. The larger size if someone wants to use for a scrapbook page. So then I'm going to go with some, I only ordered this one ribbon, and it's iridescent. It's basic black, and I don't know if you can tell, it kind of has a shimmer to it. And then with that, I have these cute little Halloween embellishments, and they are, I should grab a piece of, I'm just going to grab whatever I have right here, which is Barely Blush. Something for the background. It has these cute little ghosts and bats, and then just white and black, kind of like a flat dot. So that's the bats, ghosts, and dots. And then these are the mini Christmas buttons, and they're kind of like an iridescent ring around them, and they do have a little bit of dimension there. So that's for embellishments and ribbon, what I ordered. Next, I'm going to move into designer series paper, because that's always a favorite of mine. And I did get, because I'm just a kid at heart, and I love Halloween cards. This is Spooktacular. It's 6x6. You get 48 sheets total. So we've got one side is going to be stripes, and then we've got a giant pumpkin face. And then we've got Frankie. We've got black and white stripe and like a ghost face. And then a Dracula face. So I just thought these were cute. This I really, this would be great, scrapbook page. I'm not sure how I could cut this down to work with the card. I think I could the pumpkin with the, maybe the larger one, a circle, the layering circles. But I got it because of the striped background. So again, that is the Spooktacular. And then 12 by 12, this is the Frightfully Fun. Now this paper is part of a Halloween suite that's in the July release, and it coordinates with, of course, basic black, basic gray, pumpkin pie, timid tiger, and very vanilla. But oh, I love, you know, the scene on that. And we've got the swirls and stars, whatever it was. This is kind of like what the embossing folder looks like. Spider webs on pumpkin. This is the wrong way. We've got some ghosts. Now we've got some ghosts with a different background. The basic gray spiders. Oh, I saw my papers upside down. We've got some cats, some more stripes, some smaller ghosts. This is stars. Again, the swirl in a different pattern. And then again, the spooky trees on a different color background. So again, that was Frightfully Fun. Oh, next is the Shimmering Stripes. And when you look at this online, you're not going to be able to tell. But I was intrigued by it. It's got almost like a shimmery, it's got a little bit of a raised texture, but it just reminds me of Wink Stella, like stripes all over a page. But I'm hoping that that shimmer is picking up on there. Beautiful. I mean, this is going to be great Halloween, Christmas. And then for the designer series papers for Christmas, I do have a Christmas in July class, and I wasn't a lot offered for designer series paper in the July release, and I needed something because I have a Christmas in July class. So I was like, okay, let's see what we can do with this. So this is a stitched season, and it coordinates with Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Peaceful Pine, Pecan Pie, Real Red, and Secret Sea. So it gives you a patchwork quilt type effect, which when I saw it, I said, yeah, I think I can work with that. And we've got some candy canes. I really like this pattern. The products that coordinate with this is like a stocking, stamp set and die, and then other elements to give you that patchwork type feel. But I figured, even if I don't like these, or I don't use them on a Christmas card, I can use the other side. And this is just really cute and sweet, just a floral print. And we have more of the patchwork. This one is the snowflakes. And then we have the little holly berries there. So again, that is a stitch season. And again, this paper is part of a suite. The stamp set and the dies, that didn't appeal to me. That was just not my cup of tea. Next is In Color Gingham Gallery. And this is featuring all the new In Colors. So this is Peaceful Pine, Hydrangea Hue, and it's the same pattern in all of the new In Colors. Barely Blush, Golden Glow, and Crisp Cantaloupe, which this to me is screaming fall. Fall, Thanksgiving cards. So that's all I have for the designer series paper. And now stamps and bundles. So I'm going to start off with the Fun for All. And I really liked this stamp set. It is a bundle. And when I was ordering, here's the dies that coordinate with it. When I was placing my order, I knew I wanted the bundle. And unfortunately, I entered just the number for the stamp set. Have you ever done that? I've done it a couple times. So I was just like, dang. So that will be... Now I will have to order the dies separate, which kind of aggravates me that I'm not going to be saving 10%. So yes, if something is offered as a bundle, stamps and dies, order it as the bundle, and you will save 10%. The next I have is a bundle, and it is Festive Cheer, and it's ornaments, and these are the dies that coordinate with it. So these are the dies, just the dies alone. This is what they cut out. And then this is what all the stamp sets do. And then this is this way, what stamps and dies coordinate together. So yeah, so you have the die for these little ornament hooks. These are these dies here, which will cut you out, I think 4 or 5 of them. I just cut out one. That's all I needed to show you. But I loved all the options that this will give you with mixing and matching these ornaments. So again, that is Festive Cheer, and this is a branch or leaf, like a pine leaf part, and then this is the actual branch part of it, the wood. And these right here is this die that cuts out all of these strips for your ornaments if you want to hang them. And then you also have on the stamps just a single line, which I like because I cannot draw a straight line to save my soul. So, and then I also too like that they give you the option of the die, and this will cut out the five strips all at one time. So I like that option. Next I have, save that one because that's just a standalone. I have the Web of Fun, and this is a bundle. So this is the stamp set. This is the dies. And again, this would work extremely well for scrapbook pages. There was another Halloween bundle, and it was part of the suite. That's what the Halloween paper went with. I didn't care for the stamp sets. They're really cute, but it featured like cats with witch hats and stuff. And I am just not a cat person. I liked this because I liked the word, this large word, the banner, and then the other one. And then I like the spiders in it. And it's not a scary spider in my mind. It's a cute spider. The spider's smiling. So this is everything the dies cut out. So you have happy, you have Halloween, you have night. The spider is a shadow, so you can use the spider alone or cut out a shadow background for it. You have boo. You have like the little flag, which the 31 on here, you could stamp on there. You have this spider web, and then you have another banner. And this is the stamp set that goes with this. So you have, you know, very spooky. There's that other little spider again, which you could stamp him and put him on the shadow. I didn't have time to do all that. And you have the word October. You have Halloween. And you have the spider web stamp. So I really, for me, thought I can use this for what I prefer, what I want to do, more than I could the other bundle that was offered. So that is the Web of Fun bundle. And again, purchase it as a bundle. You're going to save 10%. And then there was a standalone stamp set, Raven's Tail. And this is Edgar Allan Poe with the raven. So you have these stamps, and then here is the stamped images. So you have Happy Halloween. These are separate stamps. Quoteth the Raven, Nevermore, and then the large raven. And I actually got this because my daughter really loves Edgar Allan Poe. She's an English lit teacher, and I just spent half of a day helping her tear down her classroom. She's a high school teacher, and they were moving all the teachers around. And she had a lot of the this type of stuff was decorating her classroom. So I got this because I wanted to do this for her Halloween card, but then I also want to try to feature this in a decor piece, in a frame piece stamped. I'm anxious to play with this to actually see what it looks like with black embossing powder. So that is just a few of the little tidbits that I had ordered from the upcoming July online exclusives. So yeah, start getting excited, and there's a lot there that you're really going to enjoy. You're going to have some fun crafting with. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.